was the previous owner doing? Hey guys, it's Sierra. Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be the mid-year book tag for 2025. I am not taking my hair out. It looked a mess. I filmed another video in it. I had to clip some parts out so y'all couldn't see the back because it was rough. So I have the questions up here on my phone, so I'm gonna look over this way. And we're gonna start with the first question, which is, what is the best book you've read in 2025? I would say Delicious Monsters. That book was so good. Just so good. I love Lizelle Samberry's work. I feel like that was like the best piece that I read. Well, one of the best pieces. There were so many options, but that was the one I would say, like, out of all the books, I rated it straight up just like 5 stars. Her writing style is amazing. The characters were so interesting and dynamic. And one character, obviously, she stands out because she is the biggest part of this story. And the cover is beautiful. I love like a gothic type of story with some mystery. It just needs to be well written for me to like it. And Lizelle did her thing so freaking good. Absolutely love everything about it. So hands down, Delicious Monsters. Next question, best sequel you've read so far. I've only read one sequel. I really don't read series or trilogies like that all that much. It has to be really good for me to keep up with it, but I would say Revive Me Part 2, because that's the only one I read so far. I love J.L. Seeger's, and Chris and Mallory's story is so messy that you can't help but to actually like just keep on going when it comes to like reading their whole situation, because it's wild. Number 3, new release you haven't yet but want. New release you haven't read yet but want to. Jesus Christ, I didn't spell it all the way. Blood in the Water by Tiffany D. Jackson. My library doesn't have it technically, but I did tag it. I think they acquired a copy or will be acquiring a copy, so I'll be on that soon. Number 4, biggest disappointment, One Dark Window. See, I know y'all love the book, but I was listening to the audiobook because for like a good 2-3 months I just couldn't read a physical book. It just wasn't working for me. I didn't have time to sit down and read. And just listening to it, it didn't do what I wanted it to do, which was click, and it wasn't clicking. So there's that. But nothing like bad about it. It just wasn't for me. Maybe, I don't know if it was the time, maybe I actually need to read the physical book, but it wasn't hitting how I thought it was gonna hit, which is unfortunate. Number 5, biggest surprise, A Sure Thing. I was already shocked enough that Nicole Palizzi that wrote a book in the first place. I had no idea until I found it at Goodwill that day. And I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be so interesting. But at the same time, I was like, I don't know what to expect, because I'm like, okay, she could have had a ghostwriter. Did she write this on her own? She did have some help, but still, it was just more so of like, okay, I'm a huge Jersey Shore fan. I've seen every single episode from season 1, episode 1 to literally this current family reunion. I've seen every single episode. I've seen it all. And throughout this entire time, throughout these 15 years, we've seen parts of Snooki's mind. Like, we know like how it works. We've gotten to know her. We don't know everything about them, obviously, but we know a lot about them that they've shared in the past 15 years. So I was very curious as to see like what her creative process looked like, what were her characters going to be like, what do they look like, what were they going to get into, type of thing, because I didn't know if it was going to be like, I had no idea. I was just reading this summary. I was like, okay, this sounds like a rom-com type of book. It is not a rom-com book in the best way possible, because obviously there is romance and there is comedy, but I wouldn't label it as a rom-com. It's very much drama. But it's so good. I highly recommend it to anybody who was just like, I just want a good drama-filled book that is messy and the characters just be on another level, because it literally is that kind of book, but it was so freaking good. Next one, favorite new author, debut, or new to you? Tiffany D. Jackson and Lizelle Samberry. Both of them are amazing. I think I read like 4 of Tiffany D. Jackson books, and I've read the majority of Lizelle's books. I think the only book I haven't read yet, I think there's only one book I haven't read yet. 1 or 2. Mastery of Monsters just came out, and my library just acquired a copy, so I'm first in line for that one. So I'm so excited. And I think there's another one that I'm missing. I can't remember. I don't remember if it's Lizelle or if it's another YouTuber that I watched that also writes. I can't think of her name at the moment. No, that was for the other one, Children with Gifts. But yeah, I don't think that's Lizelle Samberry's book. I mix them up sometimes. That's just how my brain works. 7, newest fictional crush, Judah. Hands down. If y'all haven't read This Could Be Us yet, I need y'all to hurry up because Judah's my favorite. From the very beginning of being so messy, but also just doing his job, because that was his whole point. Like, I feel like if I just feel like that was such a very awkward situation to be in, to like literally have this job to literally figure out what is going on with this company. You find out what's going on, and then you ruin a woman's life over it. But he makes up for it by getting with her. I love Judah though. He's like very patient about it. Newest favorite character, I would say the wooden creatures and wooden women in Petrified Women. Love them. I'm still confused on how the guy acquired them. Like, I mean, like he said he got them from the previous owner, but what was the previous owner doing? Like, how did they? Maybe, I don't know if I missed that part, but I feel like that part was not talked about. And I'm still like very confused as to like how that came to be and what triggered them. Like, it's like, but they're cool. I like them. And I would choose like more of like a creature than an actual character as a favorite character. But you know, it's just me. What book made you cry? And not even like a good cry, but just, I would say just emotional in general, just like completely like on a whole nother plane. I would definitely say Ace of Spades. If you read that book, then maybe you know the journey that you go through, the journey that you go on when it comes to all these characters and all the other characters that have messed with the 2 main characters' lives. It's like so exhausting because it's so accurate. And that's what's so frustrating, because it's like, yes, it's a fictional book, but this is like the way how the world is now. And it always has been, really, just always has been, but it's becoming very more apparent, more so now than ever, especially with AI and the use of blackface of AI. Black people, we can't win for nothing, because my God, that book really just like drained me. A book that made you happy? I don't have a book that made me happy. I read a lot of dark books, so to be quite honest. Most beautiful book you bought this year? So I would say the most beautiful book that I bought, I say it would have to be a tie between the Edgar Allan Poe collection and Harlem Rhapsody. But the book that I would say that I got from the library through audiobook is Belladonna. So I say all 3 of those books are really beautiful in their own way, because that Edgar Allan Poe collection book is just classically black leather looking, phenomenal, huge book. I don't think I've showed it to you guys. I'll have to show it to you guys in like some off clip. So editing Sierra will show up at some point. In Harlem Rhapsody, it's just such a pretty cover. I had to get it because I was like, I need to read this book, and it was on sale. And Belladonna, I don't know, the cover is just so freaking cute. I really liked it. What books do you need to read by the end of the year? A lot. Some books I mentioned on my list is Stolen Tongues by Felix Blackwell, which I literally just finished as I'm filming. Plus Size Player, I finished that a week ago, something like that. The Idol Effect by MC Sakala. I need to find this book because my library doesn't carry it. I don't know where to get this freaking book because I need it, to be quite honest. Briarcliff by Brianna Peppins. Yeah, Peppins. Another book I need to find because it's not in my library. And as a broke girly, I need to stay on budget. And if it's not a half-price bookstore, we're going to need to really scour the internet for a used copy. Bones at the Crossroads by Ladarian Williams. That just came out. I'm already number 1 for the wait list for that on my Libby app. Thank you very much. Mastery of Monsters, same thing. We Are Dying Gods and We Are the Origin by C.M. Lockhart. I have not finished them yet. I apologize. And Downfall by Evelyn Sola. Another book I haven't gotten to yet, but I will be getting to it very much eventually. But that's it for this video. If you like it, please be sure to like it. If any of these books are interesting to you, or maybe you've read them or want to read them, I'll put them in the description box below, but you also can comment down below your favorite parts. We can talk about them. And that's all that I have for you. Until next time, stay magical. Peace.